Hello, clever people, and welcome to my review for And Breathe Normally. So, And Breathe Normally is a Netflix original movie, the first Netflix original movie of the year, along with two others, and one of my New Year's resolutions was to start reviewing Netflix movies, and my goal is to try to review at least one Netflix movie a week, because they usually do put out one a week, and for weeks that they don't, I'll just review an older one, or I'll just ignore it for that week. But my goal is to at least review one a week. I might end up reviewing more just because I can, but this is the first one, so I decided to check this one out because it was the best reviewed and it sounded the most interesting to me. So, And Breathe Normally comes to us from a first-time director. She's an Icelandic director, and I forget what her name is, but the movie follows the story of a woman who is very, very down on her luck. She's very, very poor, and she has a child that she is very close to and loves a lot, but there is no father in her life. So she just goes day to day. She's trying to work to become an airplane passport checker before they get onto airplanes. And while she's there, she sees a woman who is just trying to get home to her family, but is not able to. And over time, she sees this woman more and more, and they start to become friends, and it's about their friendship and how their friendship prevails through very hard times. And Breathe Normally is a movie I had semi-high expectations for. They weren't really high, they were just a little bit above middle of the road. Like, I wasn't not excited to watch it. I was a little bit excited, but I didn't really know what I was gonna get from it because there's so few reviews for this movie, and I was actually pleasantly surprised by And Breathe Normally. For being a first-time director, it's really, really strong. Like, most directorial debuts make a lot of first-time director mistakes, and even though this is a movie that does have a lot of mistakes in it, not a lot of them are first-time director mistakes, which was very impressive. It's really impressive when you can see a first-time director not make a lot of the mistakes that too many first-time directors do. So that was cool. And also the movie, it's not necessarily entertaining, but it's just very sweet and very heartfelt, and I found myself getting immersed with it pretty early on. It did lose me in the second act, and it did feel a little bit long, and it felt like they spent too much time prioritizing things that they shouldn't have and not enough time on other things, but I still think that this was a very good movie considering it's a first-time director and a Netflix movie. My biggest issue with it is that the friendship between the two leads in the movie is very, very short, and it feels like it's just kind of crammed in the last part of the second act and into the third act. And that was kind of disappointing because I liked it when it showed their friendship, and the whole movie kind of relies on their relationship, and you didn't get a whole strong sense of their friendship. You got a strong sense of who they were individually, just not them together, and I wish there was more of that. But besides that, there's not a whole lot of problems with this movie. One other thing I'd like to note is that a huge thing for first-time directors that they usually want to avoid is either teaching acting with animals or acting with children. And this movie acts with animals a little bit, but one of the lead characters in the movie is a little boy. And usually first-time directors have a hard time teaching children because they're having a hard enough time teaching adults, but the child performance that the director got out of the main child in the movie was exceptional, especially for a child actor, and I was just thoroughly pleased by this movie. I wasn't expecting much going in. I just liked the concept, but still, I think that I ended up getting a pretty good, enjoyable, and heartfelt movie. I will give And Breathe Normally a 7 out of 10. Alright, so that concludes my review for the first good movie of 2019. So, what are your thoughts on And Breathe Normally, or what is your favorite Netflix original movie? Comment in the comment section below and let me know. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.